Hey, xJack here again. Earlier, I swear, this is my second attempt at trying to record this because for some reason the Flash thing crashed. Now I have to redo this, and of course I was talking about WWE being PG and about how it freaking sucks because for one, it doesn't appeal to its older fans. I mean, it used to years ago back in the Attitude Era. I mean, I started watching it when I was maybe 11, 12 years old. Back in 1998, late 1998. Um, sorry. Uh, WWE really isn't as good as it used to be. For that freaking PG rating in the corner, and it's supposed to be marketing this towards kids. So, kids, let that think, let that sink in for a minute. Kids watching wrestling, the one thing that teenagers and adults have been watching for decades, is now marketed towards kids. Really? No, I don't buy it for many reasons. For one, kids aren't supposed to. When has wrestling ever been for kids? Seriously, do you want kids to start doing this kind of crap to themselves and to each other? I mean, it doesn't make a bit of really make that much sense because WWE. I mean, back in the Attitude Era, there was a lot of really good storylines. There was a lot of, excuse me, character development. The matches were really good. I mean, really, really good back then. There was a lot of the things that made the business really fantastic and a lot of fun to watch and kept people talking. Not to mention the storylines. There was a lot of development between each storyline, so you had no idea what was going to happen. Now every storyline is pretty much you can pretty much figure out what's going to happen next or whatever. I mean, let me let me get on a few subjects here. There's several things wrong with this. I mean, the main marketer, the main moneymaker superstar for the WWE now is John Cena. Probably, my honest opinion, the most overrated superstar in the entire company today. Because for one, he doesn't sell any injury he gets. I mean, last year I think it was he got beat up by the Nexus, which was a former staple run by Wade Barrett. There was like 5 or 6 guys beat him up. Next week he shows up, he's fine. No, I'm not buying that WWE or Vince. I know you're making a lot of money marketing the merchandise for kids, like the toys, the DVDs, other merchandise, stuff like that. Marketing, yeah, it's fine, but really, you're not paying attention to the older fans, the fans who watch the series, who watch the show or yeah, watched the show since it, you know, started back in the 80s, 90s, and so forth. Back then, it was a lot of fun because there was a lot of fantastic wrestlers like Harley Race, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Jake the Snake Roberts. Oh hell, a lot of those old legends that people still remember, or hell, probably the most famous heel back in the WWE, back in the 80s and 90s was the Million Dollar Man, Ted DiBiase. I don't know what his junior's up to, but really, I don't care. Um, what has happened to the WWE Women's Division? It is completely horrible because these women in the business today can't wrestle for shit. A lot of the older and more, a lot of the more experienced and what was it? The A lot of the other skilled divas actually they know how to wrestle, like Trish, Lita, China. Those three, in my opinion, are the best in terms of being the WWE Divas division. I mean, hell, China was the first woman, I think it was, to hold the Intercontinental title. Hell, she was the first diva to uh, be entered into the Royal Rumble match. Of course, she got eliminated, but hell, that's something worth crediting for. That's not something you hear or see a lot nowadays because the resident big powerful woman in the WWE today now is supposed to be Beth Phoenix, But I've been hearing that Awesome Kong from TNA has signed with the WWE, which is probably going to make the Divas division a lot more interesting to watch because Awesome Kong is a really big woman. She's big, powerful, and she's hard to take down. I mean, she's basically the WWE. She's the Divas equivalent of the Big Show. I don't want to make that kind of reference, but yeah, she's a big, powerful, and fast woman. I mean, she's despite her size, she's actually pretty quick. Or hell, even Umaga. Umaga was a fantastic superstar. Of course, he died a year or two ago because of congestive heart failure or whatever, because he was overweight. But yeah, he was big, but he was fast. He was like what 300 pounds, 360s, 370s. Yeah. Though of course the biggest, of course I'm getting way off topic here. Um, the titles really have no prestige anymore like they used to. Um, there's no build up between character rival, superstar rivalries or anything. Um, I mean TNA might not have that great of wrestling anymore, but I mean this doesn't make sense. I mean my one of my biggest issues with the business today is they keep giving the belts to the same damn superstars. Of course, right now WWE champion is The Miz, and unfortunately, the World Heavyweight title was recently vacated by Edge, who retired because of the injury sustained to his neck many years ago. I've been a big fan of Edge for years. I mean, he was a great, fantastic superstar. We're all, all the fans who knew him back when he first came to the WWE or WWF when he first came in, and he was also in the Brood with Gangrel and Christian. That's where Edge and Christian really got their popularity from. Is because it's really got their start. But I'm going off topic again. Of course, Edge, we're all gonna miss you. Best wishes to you, buddy. Um, yeah, they keep giving the title to the same superstars. Like either John Cena, Triple H, Randy Orton, especially John Cena. That guy has held the title way, way too many times. And what's with this? Why do they still have the spinner belt? Yeah, it was cool when it first debuted, but dude, the look has gotten old, and I honestly think they should change it back to the way it looked before Cena customized it or whatever. They should have changed it years ago. I mean, dude, it's lost its prestige. The WWE title really doesn't have as much prestige as it used to. Granted, of course, there's still two WWE titles that still hold their original looks. At least to I think they do. That's the Intercontinental title and the United States belt. Both of those still have the same appearance. I mean, Intercontinental title hasn't changed since the 70s or so. I mean, the overall look. That's actually pretty cool. The $1 million title, which was the title I think that debuted with Ted DiBiase back many years ago, whenever it was. That's a pretty cool looking belt, at least in my honest opinion, because it's you know what I'm saying there. But there's a lot of things wrong with the business today. For one, there's hold on. What? Hold on. Sorry for the interruption there. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of things that the WWE used to do, but now can't do. There's no blood. There's no swearing. There's no realistic violence or anything. I mean, seriously, what the hell? I mean, since they can't really hurt each other that seriously, the older fans are not going to believe that the superstars are really injured or they're not going to be selling the injuries that well. I mean, granted, we don't want the superstars to brutalize one another and bloody each other up. That's not what we want. We want to make these. We at least want the matches to be more realistic and more believable, with the old chair shots to the head and everything like it used to be. I mean, I know Vince is marketing a lot of money from the merchandise and everything, but still, I mean, these matches, the matches aren't as good as they used to be because of those three main problems. Matches aren't realistic. There's blood and no swearing. Of course, with The Rock coming back recently and same with Stone Cold because he's hosting the new edition of Tough Enough. Yeah, everything is really starting to kick up, and the whole thing between Oh, the one guy I want to really start to. Sorry. The one guy I really want to touch base on is Michael fucking Cole. I swear to God. What is this guy's problem? He kisses the ass of every single heel. I mean, it doesn't matter who they are. He tries too hard to be a heel, and he doesn't even do that good of a job. I mean, good. I mean, to be honest, there were better heel commentators back years ago, like JBL or Taz or yeah, JBL was probably, in my opinion, the best heel commentator. But seriously, this whole thing with him being undefeated there and wanting to challenge the Undertaker at WrestleMania, Street versus Street or whatever, don't, just don't. Okay, that would be Undertaker is 19-0 at WrestleMania. The thing is though, if Michael Cole dares to do something that fucking stupid and idiotic and pointless, that would be probably the biggest insult to not only the Undertaker and his prestige, but also to the fans. So, granted, Michael Cole shouldn't even be a freaking heel. I know he was building up hate because of all the way people treated him over the years, but still, he's not that believable as a heel. He just tries too hard, and he's passing himself off way, way too much. I mean, people are legitimately starting to hate him, not just in the wrestling business, but in real life because of the way he acts. I mean, I'll I'm going to sign out. This is xJack. I'll see you guys later.